What's up, everybody? At least who will watch this. Well, we're finally here. We rolled back the clocks to 2017 January, except this time we sprinkled in just a little bit more white Christian nationalism. Well, it parades around as such, but what I think it really is the techno crypto bros gonna rob what's left of the treasury blind. So let's go through a few things here. So yeah, before we go into what happened and my thoughts on the inauguration today, Trump says he won't impose tariffs on Canada and other countries for now. So I thought that was really funny. Okay, so like the first thing I noticed that I wrote down, I started keeping notes like a schizophrenic ramblings in my budget notebook. That the first thing I noticed when I turned the TV on, that there was billionaires before like being walked in. I don't know if they were walked in or when they came in or sat down, but the billionaires and the tech bros like Vivek and Elon and Zuckerberg and Google, Tim Cook of Apple, like Trump calls them that, and then they were all there before the cabinet members, but I didn't see them walk in. Then put Mike Pence. I saw Mike Pence in the audience there, but not his wife. And then Barack Obama was there. I need to check if I'm getting any comments. Where is it? Okay.
What was there?
Oh no. Okay, so yeah. So Mike Pence was there, but not his wife. Obama was there, but not his wife. Just like at the funeral, I think. Bernie Sanders was there too. The Italian Prime Minister, and I think that having the Italian Prime Minister there was like announcing kind of a global shift to the far right. There's a bunch of Florida billionaires there, of course. Jill Biden just looks so upset and discontent the whole time. So did Kamala. I feel so bad. I mean, I didn't vote for Kamala. I vote Green Party, and I think everyone that stayed on the couch or didn't vote early should have voted Green Party, or at least third party of some sort, because the most people just stayed home and didn't do anything this election, and that's the problem. But I just feel bad for Kamala. Just looking at her talking, looking behind her at people talking, looking around, and just the look on her face when Trump was talking. A MAGA like Charlie Kirk, they've all been calling Trump daddy and stuff. Like daddy's back home, and I'm like, there'll be studies done on the psychosexual father figure / dominating figure / they want Trump to cuck their women or cuck them, with their women, and it's just, I don't know. And they preach strong family values and like no abortions, and apparently gay is in the Bible that you can't be gay, but that's really dealt towards having relations with children, not with people of the same sex. Because it doesn't say a woman can't lie with another woman. It says a man with another man, but it mistranslated to being a man with another child, which obviously only degenerates like Elon, Epstein's list, like Trump, Elon, and other people would do. So, yeah, they're just calling him daddy. It's super weird, super cringe. For God, country, Trump, leader. Oh yeah, they call, what was that? Oh, for God, Trump, country, leader. And then Franklin Graham came out for the Protestants. And then the Catholic was Timothy Michael. And I just think it's funny how they have the schism in the church, but they can all come around and be united around Trump's hate against the immigrant, against the LGBTQIA plus community, against people of brown and darker skin, Native Americans, First Nation people, indigenous peoples across the world, but yet the churches unite against their hate and this false messiah. I don't know. It's just being a former Christian. It's so bizarre to watch the church after I was raised on Jesus's love about your neighbor and feeding the hungry and sick and offering, help to those in need. It's just, I don't know. It's just bizarre to see where Christofascism has left the white Christian nationalistic church now. Trump doesn't even close his eyes during the prayer. Just it's all a facade. It's all these grifting, lead poisoned boomers that are fooled by these just empty platitudes and misquoting the Bible or cherry picking the Bible and misquoting it to fit their needs. JD Vance knows how to fake Christian, I think. And, I don't know. Franklin Graham talks about the dark last 4 years, but now God has came through via Trump and his vote. Melania looks like a villain. She looks like a dark mirror universe version of Carmen Sandiego. If you ever, that's like a 80s, 90s reference computer game. It's like Where's Waldo? She looks like Cad Bane had. She looks like Inspector Gadget Dark, like the Borg version of Inspector Gadget with that hat. And there's a picture. Let me try to find it. Well, it'd be on my phone, but there's a picture of it. It's blocking. Yeah, right here. She's wearing it so she can block Trump from kissing her. She can't. You see that? She can't kiss Trump. It's almost like a funeral, like for the death of a country or the country's soul or like what was morals, even though it's just more of the same since Reagan, really. But now she's out there in the front with the billionaires having no taxes or low tax rates. And the middle class footing the bill for the middle class and the poor and the military. So, but now with Reagan started that slow tax decline for the billionaires and the elites and the banks and big oil. And they act like they're against big pharma, but they're not against big pharma. They just want big pharma to work for them, and behind closed doors, they want the Viagra, they want the abortions, the abortion pills, the Viagra pills. They want obviously they want the vaccines. Like they just, I don't want to get started on vaccines. This thing, but anyway, his name is James David Vance, by the way, James David Vance. So that's upsetting because that's my grandpa's name. My grandpa shares a name. Both my grandpas share a name with that. So my great-grandpa and my grandpa have those names. And then Trump's middle name, that's ruined for my family name too. So, and then what else? It looks like Vance has lost so much weight. JD Vance has lost so much weight via Ozempic, since his nomination. He just looks so much different. He still has a big face, but like his neck is getting slimmer. He kind of looks like me. He's about my size weight. We lost weight. We're losing weight. I'm not using Ozempic. All these rich elites are. You can tell the ones that are on Ozempic. And all the women had so much work done. Like, they looked, I don't know. I don't want to get into how everyone was looking, I guess. But Trump's, his neck right here, well, his neck comes together like here. Like, mine will do it someday when I'm 78 years old too, but it like does this. And it like does this, and it's a little, the nunt, the nussy. And it's like hanging out of his suit. And it's like all I can focus on. He promises a golden age. He promises that the scales of balance, the scales of justice will be rebalanced. I don't know what that, like, all the dog whistles, it's hardly dog whistles anymore. They're already there, so they're just going to say things and do things that the base likes, and until the base shuts up about liking stuff, then this is the way things are going to go. Plentiful challenges, but we have, can't read my own handwriting. Plenty of challenges, but we have the momentum, Trump says. Talks about FEMA disaster response. It just totally ignores climate change and just drill baby drill. Not, I don't know, it's not all the cause for it, but it's just making things worse. You know, I just feel like it's got to be making things worse. Hotter, drier, unstable polar vortexing lead to negative degree Fahrenheit temperatures, sub-freezing, whatever. He claims he was saved by, calls this an election a mandate, like it was like FDR's second, third, or fourth run, or Reagan's second or first run. It's just, this isn't a mandate at all. It was pretty close, and yes, you won all the swing states, but that's just because everyone was staying home because of genocide. And Kyle Kalinske and other people were saying articles where, like, I think it was like 41% of people voted based on their feelings on the genocide, and another, it was like 21% was they voted on based on the economy. And then I know Netanyahu and Trump are making this kind of, temporary ceasefire deal, so then we don't have to, that Trump gets the credit for the ceasefire deal, and people feel good about voting for him because, I voted for him because of Genocide Joe, and be like, okay, that's fine, because Genocide Joe, sure, Kamala, whatever, yeah. But Trump and Netanyahu are going to go right back to this and never look back. After they get the hostages, who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. But the nation has a glorious destiny. A manifest destiny will continue that will not be denied. And he was challenged more than any other president ever. You think you're more challenged than Lincoln during the Civil War? A bloody Civil War. Not a cold Civil War we're in right now, but a bloody Civil War with people across the country that had to fight for the liberty. You say states' rights to do what, the right says? But yes, it's because the Civil War was fought to free men. I know Lincoln wanted to affect the South's economy, and the South wanted states' rights, but they want states' rights to own people and slaves. And if you interpret the Constitution as all men are created equal, then I'm sorry, but yeah, we're men. Everyone's men or women. Now, apparently, there's only two genders, but all of humankind, what it meant, all of mankind has unalienable rights that shall not be infringed. It just feels like Trump is about ready to infringe upon a lot of them here. Like, people couldn't say they're non-binary now? Not just trans or bisexual. I don't know what is allowed. Like, is there going to be AI bots that come up and say you can't be talking like this? Is there going to be is there going to be a secret police out knocking on doors, checking, making sure you never use pronouns except the ones your parents gave you at birth? I don't know. But he says he was saved by God by moving his head when the bullet went by his head to make America great again, and that's what he's mandated to do right now. He's more with purpose and speed this time. He calls today Liberation Day, and I'm scared to see what that comes with that as a agnostic atheist man. I don't want to have to sit through church. I don't want to have to donate my money to the church. I don't understand what's going to happen after this. And we will not forget our God. What happened? I guess the wall between separation of church and state is just completely gone now. Because I understand it used to be God bless America or God we trust. But now he just says, we will not forget our God. I'm like, there's a lot of different people in this country of faith, of different faiths, or of no faiths. So I don't know how he plans to be a president for all those people without there being some friction. Call an emergency at the southern border. I think he signed an executive order shortly after the speech. He signed 4 of them, executive orders or bills. I think they were executive orders. And he was talking about Texas, about making it a beautiful concrete wall. This wall right now is up to my standards, but I want a smart, beautiful concrete wall. A wall. We will not forget our God by building our wall and keeping the aliens out that we should welcome into our land as one of our own. Signing our order today. Oh my God, yeah, he's designating the cartel as a foreign terrorist organization. Now, I think this is just his way of starting a war with Mexico. So all you people out there that are anti-Trump, or pro-Trump because he's anti-war. What do you think he's talking about? Greenland in his inauguration speech, talking about Greenland, Panama Canal, the cartel, like going to war with Mexico, Bailey, naming the Gulf of Mexico. Now, oh yeah, sorry, I misspoke. The Gulf of America. So what? No, China ships can be caught in the Gulf of America now. Is that the point of renaming it? Oh my gosh, this is just a nightmare. Drill, baby, drill. Manufacturing's coming back. Okay, well, I'll believe that when I see it. That'd be good, but like, I don't think so. I think China's got a huge lead on us there with automation, AI, and training of people, education of people. Have you looked at SAT scores and college acceptance? And like, no one's hiring Zoomers, and the scores aren't up. And alpha and beta soon ain't gonna be looking better. We're doomed. Okay, ending Green New Deal. So yeah, so the summers are gonna get drier and hotter and more humid in places. Humid means more storms. Drier means more fires. Lightning, static, fire. Okay, it's cause and effect. Lightning and a dry static, fire, boom. Cold fronts, tornadoes. Fracking, causing more earthquakes, drill baby drill. There's a lot of activity going on right now on Oregon's coast, Washington's coast, British Columbia's coast. It's just not looking good out there. Ending electric vehicle mandate. He wants to end the electrical vehicle mandate. I wonder how Musk feels about this. Wasn't Musk giving him all that money so there was a vehicle mandate? I don't understand. But like, maybe that he's giving it people up to choose if they want a gas car or not, and that's fine. Whatever. I drive like a 20-year-old vehicle anyway, and I don't really want to switch over to electric anytime soon. But I just hate all these gas guzzlers everybody's driving in pristine condition that aren't ever used at a construction site, work, ranch. He wants law and order back in the cities. We saw a taste of this during George Floyd on TV when they were showing police provocateurs breaking stuff. Who knows who set the fires? Who knows who broke down and did stuff? But Trump wants the military in boots on the streets. Officially can't read my two coenders. States' rights? Oh, yeah. Just something about states' rights are being ignored now. It's like total fascism. It was states' rights when the Joe Biden Democrats are in charge, but as soon as it's Trump in charge, states' rights go out the window, and it's all about city rights. The military is free to defeat our enemies. Promises to end the wars and not start new ones. He's a peacemaker and a unifier. Calling it the Gulf of America. He's calling it Mount McKinley again, too. Just worthless, meaningless, stupid. It's like a fake favor. It's like a participation award. It's like nothing matters by changing geography to Gulf of America or changing it back to McKinley after it was honoring some First Nation, First American heritage, if I'm not mistaken. Like, after we bastardized them with all the treaties we betrayed them, we just renamed a mountain after them, and Trump's going back and claims the Panama Canal too. We're taking it back from the poor deal we got. And he says manifest destiny. Like, if you learn in the, that's what they use to move out west. They justify the genocide of Native American and removal out west. But now he wants manifest destiny into the stars. So does that mean if we come across any alien life that we're going to exterminate them too? Or make bad deals with them and never follow through with them? I don't know. Just the case if anyone's intercepting these wave radio signals, that you can hopefully make it for yourself someday before you come and visit us and study Trump before you come and visit us and interact with us as a species. I am proof that nothing is impossible, Trump says. I am proof that nothing is impossible. It's just a historic comeback. We're the country of cowboys and coal miners. We are on the verge of the 4 greatest years of American history. We defeated communism and fascism during World War II and the Cold War, and a nation full of compassion. We will not fail. Nothing will stand in our way. Claims the election was a landslide and a total mandate. So I talked about him aiding the Texas governor. Second speech. It just rambles on. Kellyanne Conway, the old press secretary or campaign. Kellyanne Conway, if you've been paying attention since 2015, 2016, then you know what she looks like. But now she was wearing a getup of like colonial, like nutcracker or something, and it looked like Mayor Hancock from the city Good Neighbor in the video game Fallout 4. She looked so cool. I don't know. I know I shouldn't pick on people for looks, but like evil starts the show on one's face. Like, it just does. Or plastic surgery or injections. The signings. He uses a Sharpie marker. So it's like every time he's signing it, instead of just a pen, it's like it's like he's gonna sell it off on eBay or something. Like a memorabilia. It's like, it's so spits in the face of all decency, all like all the prestige that comes with the office desk and signing in bills into law and executive. It just seems so farcical now with the sound. Uses a Sharpie marker. Melania stands like a shadow face behind him doing this whole, and she's just in the shadow. Her hat's like this, and she's just like, and then if you barely get the glint of her eyes, she's like, her eyes are like, I can't even do it. It's like, and then it's like hidden. Then ever so slightly, they pick up, it looks like someone taped her eyes open and she's on drugs. He after he leaves after signing those 4 documents, he declines the top comment about the Biden family. And what is this? Oh, it was unfortunate that Biden pardoned his family and all the other pardons. That's all he said about it. That was unfortunate. The luncheon introduces the Honorable Donald John Trump, and I just had to laugh. Like, it's all just a farce. It's always been a farce almost in this country. It's always been a lie. It's always been a grift. It's always been a farce. And like, people are getting sick of it. And like, a lot of people stayed home and didn't think they had a choice or vote no. You can vote third party. You don't have to just abstain and do nothing. Even if you don't protest, even if you don't volunteer or do anything else, even if you're still religious, you can still vote Green Party. Your God doesn't tell you to vote for a candidate. Your church shouldn't tell you to vote for a candidate. Your friends and family and your children should tell you to vote for, and you should always vote for the least vulnerable person you know. But this is, you should get active in the community too, and not just vote every 4 years. Amy Klobuchar kisses the ring. I don't know why she was there. She's the lady who was making fun of Trump's hair. Trump said something about her Ice Queen lady hair, and then she was like, "I would love to see how your hair would fare in a blizzard, Mister Trump." Um, but she was kissing the ring there. Everyone's kissing the ring. Snoop Dogg's kissing the ring. The countries. I can't read most of this. I was watching TV all day and jotting stuff down. Many undocumented immigrants not coming to work tomorrow. Many undocumented immigrants not coming to work tomorrow. I mean, I don't. I don't know if they're scared of camps, deportation, their whole family getting deported along with them, even though their family's legal. I don't know, but we'll have to see. But it sounds like they're trying to make Chicago. It sounds like they're trying to make Chicago like ground zero of this thing. They want to go door to door. They want to like go city to city or something. So Chicago, a lot of people are scared and planning ahead. There's been some large and mostly women. There's been some protests, and it's been mostly women from what I've seen. They got out the cold in D.C. and they still protest. Other cities are protesting, but from what I've seen, it's mostly white or minority women, and then minority men next, and then the least obviously represented there, I think, is black and white men are just not at those protests. And I mean, I'm one of them. I wasn't there today. I was cold here watching it, trying to get some notes with my wife and figuring things out. So I don't know. Just something needs to be done. And talking is doing a lot, I think. You know? At least being heard, being saw, being listened to. He crashes his meme coin. That's the thing. The meme coin, I don't know which one. There's like 2 or 3 of them now, but one of them crashed. And apparently his meme coin, Trump's meme coin, is taking a lot of crypto with it. So this pump and dump scheme right before, like after the election, and like now, I don't know what's going on. So here, let me type in something and see if that works. That's done. I think that's all of my notes. No, I got some more notes, and then we'll look up the crypto thing. Everyone's in hoodies during his parade celebration. I'm like overdressed. I'm overdressed because I have a graphic on my hat, like a nice graphic, not like a name. I don't have a hoodie on, so right there I'm overdressed already, and I have 2 shirts on, layers. So that's already overdressed for JD Vance. I hate to be bad, Nick on parents and how complicated all that is. And parents are doing their best job, but it just does not look like JD Vance cares at all about his children. It looks like they're a pain to him at this point in their life, or they have been since their birth or their infancy. JD Vance can't control his kids. He has bad body language towards them and around them. And Trump has wispy, blowing hair. The most exercise Trump has ever gotten in the last 4 years would probably happen today and is still going on. Just they stopped covering it on the news and live streaming it. Pardon me, it's been a long day and it's been so boring and monotonous. Trump was swaying during the parade, sleepily looking around to the music of everyone playing. Vance forces smiles to his kids and then the cameras, knowing the cameras are on him and the kids. There's a lawsuit already being filed today with Trump. FACA, I think it's FAC, the Financial Advising Committee of, I don't know, there's something to do that's already Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency that Donald Trump came up with in the stupid Doge acronym that Elon Musk made fun of with the dog meme, you know? The Government Efficiency is already a thing called FACA or FAC. So there's already a lawsuit coming to Trump because of that. And then apparently the birthright citizenship of people born in this country, even though their parents were illegal or undocumented immigrants or migrant workers or immigrants, they that lawsuit is also coming up too. So Donald Trump has 2 to 4 lawsuits already on his first day in office. The Federal Advisory Committee. Oh, that's FACA. So, America, is Trump's words mean nothing now. Like the Native Americans know, the U.S. has gone back on most, if not all, their treaties to the Native Americans, and now with Trump in office, all of NATO needs to watch their back and be wary because this is Trump's world now, and his words mean nothing. America's word and promises mean nothing. Just like Biden got us back into the Paris Climate Accords, now the Green New Deal is out the window because of Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema, and now nothing can get done. This is just a total Dennis from Sunny in Philadelphia. This is total Christian Bale from Christian Bale, Patrick Bateman in American Psycho. This is total. That's the vibes I get. Even Patrick Bateman talked about Trump in American Psycho, the film. It's just the vibes I get from all these MAGA men. It's basically Russia on meth. It just seems like Russia on meth. And like a mob boss, like kind of like this German Italian mob boss took over, and now like all his lackeys have baseball bats and guns and meth, and they all love Jesus, but it's not Jesus they love; it's white supremacy and forcing their I don't know. Immediate action on immigration he calls for. So yeah, that's all the notes I had. I want to look up some few stories here. If Trump returns to power of unprecedented comeback. Reshape American institutions. This is Canadian Press. No, this is MSN. This is MSN. Emboldened by his unprecedented political comeback, set to work unraveling Joe Biden's legacy Monday as soon as he is sworn in as the 47th president, claiming a mandate. We talked about that. It's not a mandate, right? Because he didn't win like Reagan or FDR. He began signing executive orders on stage at a downtown arena as thousands of supporters cheered, meddling the theatrics of his campaign rallies with the formal powers of the presidency. He froze the issues of new regulations, asserted his control over the federal workforce, and withdrew from the Paris climate. We're doomed. Mark your calendars. It's gonna get hot. Have your thermometers handy and mark your calendars. It's gonna get hot. It's gonna get cold. It's going to get cold every winter. It's going to get hot every summer. Bad, worse, extreme. Then there won't be a spring one year. Then there won't be a fall one year. And all we'll know is freezing and heat. And freezing and heat. And that's all we'll know. Crop failures. Dust bowl. Wildfires. Who knows? Maybe it dumps like 20 feet of snow and a new glacier forms. I don't know how that would work. I'm just saying, it's going to get bad. Trump also rescinded dozens of directives, including introduced by Biden, including those relating to diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, global warming, sanctioning Israeli settlers involved in violence against Palestinians in the West Bank. When finished, he tossed the pens to the crowd. We won, but now the work begins, Trump said before a crowd of people in the Make America Great Again hats. Republican president abandoned the more solemn tone of his inaugural address from earlier in the day and daunted his presidential predecessor was scrawling the name in thick black ink on his executive orders. Could you imagine Biden doing this, he says? I don't think so. It's like he's just obsessed with Trump, or Trump's obsessed with all Obama and Biden broke his brain, man. That's all that there is. I mean, she just looks like a villain here. Melania Trump. And it's like a perfect face shield from the kiss. Trump pledged to go further and move faster in exacting his agenda than during his first term. That's because he only has yes men around him. He's only got yes men around him now. No one's going to tell him no, so who knows how fast and dark it's going to get for everyday citizens. He would pursue our manifest destiny into the stars. I just can't get over how funny that is. Welcome back, Mr. President. A sign seen near St. John's Apostle Church. Yeah, well. Yep, that's about it for day one. That's all I gotta think. I just think buckle up, buckaroo, take care of people you know, and I don't know, if you know a trans friend, reach out to them and make sure they're doing okay. If you know a Hispanic friend that their immigration might be up in question, or they might be worried they might be asked for papers even if they are legal, call them, message them. I think it's just important that you reach out to people that may have not voted for Trump or may have not voted for all or voted for Kamala or voted third party. I don't think much will change because Reagan's been running this party since the 80s, and now it's just on for full display for everyone to see that the billionaires sit in front of the cabinet. And you and me don't got tickets. Our tickets got canceled. Like George Carlin always said, it's one big club and you ain't in it. So take care of yourselves, and we'll be back in like a week or two and see what else he does. Peace.